Hello guys, you are welcome to the Blanche Ingham TV show. If you are new on this channel, please do me a favor to subscribe, like and share. Also turn on the notification bell so anytime I upload a video you will receive notification. And to my return subscribers, I love you.
Some mothers are really shameless. Some mothers are really worthless. Some mothers are really horrible. How can a mother be having a romantic affair with her son-in-law? I have never heard of this. I always see this in films, but I actually saw it in real life, in reality, like seriously. Guys, I don't want to talk so much on this. I don't want to talk too much on this. I'll just urge you to watch this video to the end. Then you will tell me what you think.
Guy. The only thing I do is walk out and go to my house lid and just lock myself and cry and ask God why again, why? And the wounds that I thought were healed open up.
Did Mom not say anything? Did she not counter? Did she not say it's a lie? Did she not?
What hurted me most was when the sister... Is it true? Yes. And why would you do this to your daughter? She said, aliniambia wameachana. And when I went to my house, I asked God. We are always told if there's anyone who cannot hurt you, it's your mother. But that was not the case for me. And immediately when this man said they've been together over 15 years, I remember now, that's why every time I would go to her for help, she would not help me. She was always on his side.
So you were sharing your husband with your mom?
I felt so badly. I went to my house. And that Sunday, remember, I didn't even have time even to ask God. You know, I just looked at myself and I asked God, why did you create me? So everything that man used to tell me is true. I'm worthless. I'm useless. No one can love me. No one can appreciate me. Because if they are with the same woman who gave birth to me, who claims she carried me for 9 months, and she can do this to me, what about those people I don't know?
Do you think your mom is the one who was bailing him out every time you would go report him to the police?
He confessed, yes. And so, I remember 2 weeks later, it was not even 2 weeks, days later, one of the sisters called me and told me, your mom has said, wameachana, and she's sorry. she's actually tired because they've been fighting every day. So she's tired of being hiyo kuvutana na pigwa. So Lynn, I didn't even ask her any question. I didn't. I forgave her. And I told God, I don't want to ever remember. She's still my mother, I forgive her. And when March came in,
March of 2020.
Now my mom felt sick. To an extent, she could not walk.
Allow me, before we get to March 2020, there's this period where you've come home with your baby, with your son. You're living with your mom. You've started hustling. You've moved out. So at the point where you're living with your mom is still in a relationship with this man. So where were they meeting?
I would say maybe they were he used to come home when I'm not home. Because I started working in the hotel industry when my baby was 6 months.
So your mom was taking care of the baby?
Yes. So for me, and all the places I've ever worked, I've always worked night shift. So during the day, I come in the morning, I'm so tired, I sleep by 2 p.m. Nimeamka, nimeanza kujiprepare kurudi job.
Yeah.
So maybe walikuwa napatana, maybe kwa nyumba kama sijui, I don't know.
Yeah.
You know.
But they were still together.
Yes. So when
March came,
now this thing have happened beginning of what?
Yes.
February.
Yeah.
2020.
That's when you are finding out.
Yes. And then March comes, she becomes sick.
Yeah.
She's now even cannot walk. Her legs are swollen to an extent zinatoa maji. So she's taken to the hospital, and after some tests and all that, she's told she has DVT of the leg. So she's admitted.
Yeah.
And by the time she's admitted, her leg, inyama yote imemwagika, one of the leg. And so whose burden is it?
Yours? You take it?
Yeah. I forgive her, so I take care of her.
And where is the guy?
I don't know. People were being told to go home. I was not told to go home, but I was under half pay.
Yes.
So because of always borrowing permission, going to the hospital, you know.
Yeah.
I think someone just got an opportunity to destroy my image at work. And I was fired, and I was not even paid even a cent. So all my savings zitaishia wapi?
Kwa hospitali.
And then she's admitted, but she's discharged, but haijaishia hapo. She comes home, akona bandage kutoka hapa because she's been done skin grafting. So she's supposed to go today for dressing, skips tomorrow, go the other day. I live in Thika Road, and the hospital she's going, it's all the way to Othero Wayaki, St. Peter's Orthopedics. She uses Uber, she has to pay for dressing. So every trip, including Uber and dressing, comes to 2,500. So you can imagine, she goes on Monday, she skips on Tuesday, on Wednesday she goes, on Thursday she skips, on Friday she goes, on Saturday she skips, on Sunday she goes. So in a week she goes
4 times.
So 2,500 times 4.
10K.
Am I working?
No.
She needs me. That's only for the hospital. We are buying drugs. I have a child in the house. I have a house to pay. We have to eat. I'm alone. And that continued until December 2020, when my mom was back on her feet. She walked and she went back to her house. But during this time she's in my house, it went to an extent, shida ilitukula, Lynn. I found myself in depths because I had to do what I had to do for the sake of my mom. Even when kids resumed in school November, my son could not, because he went and he was sent home because of school fees, and I had no choice. And I remember that day, my son came home and he asked for something to eat, and we had nothing. So I told him, hapo chini kwetu there was a kibanda. So I told him, go there, upatiwe some fruits. And that the owner of Kibanda told him in Kikuyu about the ere nyukwa arihe thiri uria naguo wira wake no gukomba na ndarihaga mathiri.
Go tell your mom to pay her debts. All she does is borrow money, borrow and never pay.
Aline, my son came and told me, and the worst question I always prayed never to be asked. That was when my son popped in. He asked me, Mom, Kuli, where is my dad? Where are we suffering? Then I locked myself in the bedroom and asked God why. I prayed to you when I delivered this baby that you should never allow him to ever ask me such a question. Why have you allowed it? Why have you allowed this day to come? What do I tell him? How do I start? No, so I just locked myself in the bedroom. I thought of just scrolling on social media to look for him, because there's a time I had seen him on social media, him be in Boston, and so I saw him. And
now these are Sami Cairo.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I got his number. I called him.
How did you get the number?
It was on social media.
Okay.
So I called him. He didn't pick, but he was online. So I texted him.
On WhatsApp?
Yes. And he responded.
What did you text?
I said, hi, my name is Martha. I'm so and so. Do you recall me? He said, yes. And I said, I don't want more. I just want you to help your son and your son to get to know you. I've not looked for you over 10 years. And it's not my wish to destroy either your family or your reputation. All I want is you to help your son, because I'm at a position I'm not capable of giving him what he needs.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
And after that, he never replied. He blocked me. He blocked me on all social media platforms. So that was when my son knocked now the door. And just God, I remember after praying that prayer, God worked mysteriously, because a friend of mine, we prayed together, called me and told me, okay, I wanted to come today and I could not be able to come. Receive something I've sent you, mukule for today. So by the time I opened the door, I had something now to give my son. So we walked with him, I bought him something, and so that question ikaenda, of which I thank God for. Because you see, it came because he needed something that day. He needed something to eat. Yes. And immediately nilimpea
chakula.
Story ikaisha. Today I always say your mama ni malaika tu, ni Mungu tu alimtumia. So tukaendelea Lynn, tukakaa. My mom recovered and she went back to her house. So even when we are having all these troubles, nini, now I had already started my online business for clothes.
Yeah.
Because I had to do something to put food on the table.
Yeah.
Because that time even hakuna mtu angekuajiri kazi.
Yeah.
So in the year 2021, January, I decided, it's been long, I've not seen mom, it's been a month. Today being a Sunday, why don't we go and visit her?
At this point where you really want to visit her, this is your mom, when you are taking care of her, she's sick, is there something in your heart that wants you to have this conversation, that wants you to be like...
What I say, during that time,
Yeah.
I really wanted to ask so many questions.
Yes.
But with the condition she was in,
Yes.
I felt I would pressure her. And at the same time, at the back of my mind, I had already forgiven her. So I said I don't want to nilete kitu itaumiza roho yangu. I told God, because you've given me the grace to forgive her, allow me just to let go.
Wow.
Unaelewa? So 2021 tumetoka church.
Yes.
I'm like, I just need to go say hi.
Yeah.
I see how she's doing. So I don't need to make a phone call.
No.
Sini kwetu.
Yes.
Do you make a phone call when you're going to visit your mom?
No.
You barge in because you know she's there.
Yeah. And that's home.
Yes. So tukachukua gari, me and my son.
Yeah.
And we went. So this is another place I always say,
Yeah.
God works again mysteriously. So we get to the gate, we are getting in. My son asked for lollipop. So I give him 10 bob to go buy lollipop as I get in. Little did I know God was preventing something for my son, and you'll see why. When I got in, the door is still...
If a mother could do this to her daughter, then I don't know who to trust again, because I think in the beginning I used to think that the highest person you can trust your family or your husband with is your mom. Because when you get married to a man, that your mom automatically becomes that person's mom while he's yours. So watching the story of this lady made me to have a mixed feeling. Does it mean that even mothers are not more trusted any longer? Like, some mothers are funny, you know. I don't really know what triggered this mom to do what she did to her daughter. But to tell you the truth, we need to be very careful. You don't need to trust your husband with anybody. Because from this lady's story, it shows that even our own mothers are not trustworthy. We don't need to give them. It's true that some people say, like somebody like me, I trust my mom a lot. I trust my mother a lot. I don't think my mom can ever do that. But not all mothers are like my mother. We need to know that mothers differ. When I saw this, I was like, oh, mothers differ. Like, seriously. This mother did not really mean well for her daughter. It is sad. So guys, if you come across this video, do me a favor to share. Subscribe, like, and leave your comments below. Tell me what you think. Give me your own opinion or your own view on this or your own take on this. See you in my next video. Bye bye.